The oldest form of Hinduism is a fertility cult. It is found in the Indus Valley civilization. It is still followed by about 30% of Hindus. It is over 4,500 years old. This religion is also found in Sumeria, Egypt, Greece, and Rome. The objects of worship in this religion are trees, snakes and other animals, linga and yoni, phallic symbols, and Mother Goddess. Why these objects were worshipped in the ancient world? Is there any source from where we can get some clues? Yes, Christian scholars say that the Bible, the holy book of Christians, provides answers for these questions. We read in the Bible, in the midst of the Garden of Eden, there were two trees, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life. God commanded Adam not to eat the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and the day he eats its fruit, he would surely die. Tempted by Satan, Eve and then Adam ate the forbidden fruit. As a result, sin and death entered into mankind. However, there was a positive development too. They became like God, in the sense they came to know what was good and bad. Since the first man and woman got the knowledge of good and evil, every religion in the world knows what is good and evil. People of all ethnic groups know that there are two things, good and evil, and they ought to do good. However, Adam and Eve could not eat the fruit of life because God drove them out of the Garden of Eden and kept a cherubim and a flaming sword to prevent them from reaching the tree of life. Since that time, man is searching for life in the trees. That's why he worships any tree that increases his span of life. And another surprising fact is, whatever the serpent told Eve that day, Hinduism is saying the same today. The serpent said, "You will never die." Hinduism says that a person's life goes on and on in cycles of births and deaths, punarjanma. He will never really die. He only changes bodies in every life, just like he changes his clothes. Next, the serpent said, "You will become like a god." Hinduism says, if you know yourself, you will realize that you are part of God. Aham Brahmasmi. Perhaps because of these inputs that the serpent offered to the woman, it became an object of worship around the world. The serpent told that man lives forever. A person's life, that is, his characteristics and physical features, are carried on and preserved in his children. That's how he lives in his children and goes on living in his family line. For the continuity of family line, genitals are essential, and that's why linga and yoni became the objects of worship. When Adam saw his female counterpart, he called her woman because she was taken out of man. But later on, he changed her name to Eve because the breath of life comes from her. That's how mother became the object of worship. Therefore, according to some Christian scholars, the roots of fertility cult are in the fallen state of man. After the fall, man is alienated from God. but his religious instinct searched for alternatives and found the above objects for worship. According to Christian scholars, in the Bible, the epistle to the Romans by the Apostle Paul is addressed to people with this kind of religious background. The answers for all questions such as these are found in the Apostle Paul's epistle to the Romans.